Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss How to Train Your Dragon, featuring the voices of G.B.M.H, America Ferrara, Gerard Butler, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Craig Ferguson, and Jonah Hill, and directed by Dean DeBlois and Christopher Michael Sanders. Now, before I get into this movie, DreamWorks. They have some hit or misses at times, but I think their biggest hit was the first Shrek. And I remember loving that when I was 11 years old, but I don't remember the movie very well. But I should probably rewatch it. I don't know for certain, but I remember that being the best one. And I heard this one got really good reviews, and we're leading up to this series to The Hidden World of How to Train Your Dragon. But I have seen this before, though. I haven't seen it since, I don't know, maybe theaters or maybe before the second one came out. I've only seen the second one once in theaters. So, let's get into the movie. In a dragon fight, our protagonist Hiccup, voiced by G.B.M.H, tries to join the fight and become a Viking like his father Stoic, voiced by Gerard Butler. But everyone tells him to get inside, and Hiccup goes outside and captures a type of dragon called the Night Fury, so he could be a Viking himself. And I really like these characters, and DreamWorks does a great job of creating these memorable characters. Hiccup works for Gobber, voiced by Craig Ferguson, since he was smaller than he is now. Then, what you see in this movie, and teaches Hiccup as well as Astrid, voiced by America Ferrara, Fishlegs, voiced by Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Snoltout, voiced by Jonah Hill, the twins Toughnut, voiced by T.J. Miller, and Roughnut, voiced by Kristen Wiig, to become Vikings and kill dragons. These are fun characters with a bunch of heart. Hiccup finds the dragon he captures and releases it as it flies away and gets stuck on land. As we slowly get to know the dragon, I like that scene as we see Hiccup surviving his first dragon and decides he doesn't want to kill a dragon. And I like the arc of Hiccup and the dragon. I'll talk about what his name is in a few minutes. Hiccup feeds the dragon a fish. His eyes are like a cat, and has very little teeth. And it smiles after the dragon makes Hiccup eat his own fish vomit or something like that. After he throws it out, and that dragon looks so cute, like a cat. And Hiccup notices he's toothless, so he names the dragon Toothless. I like that name for a dragon. And a friend of mine has a black cat named Toothless, and it kind of reminds me of that, honestly. And it made me think of that, and she got it from this movie. And I'm thinking this movie is cute. Meanwhile, Hiccup puts a replacement on his tail, on the back of his tail, if you know what I mean, that will make Toothless fly again, and I really love how we slowly get to know Toothless. Hiccup trains Toothless to be his pet companion dragon, and I really am in love with this dragon. Meanwhile, Stoic comes home from finding the Dragon Island and is unsuccessful, but it's convenient to find the island when Toothless and Hiccup are flying to train, and I'll talk about that later in the movie. And I'm very much enjoying this movie with the relationship of Hiccup and Toothless. Hiccup wins the chance to kill a dragon against Astrid, and Hiccup tries to leave the village, and Astrid knows Hiccup is up to something. And Toothless appears, and Hiccup and Toothless shows how amazing flying can be with the dragon. And these scenes with the animation is absolutely amazing, might I add. I mean, it's obvious, it's absolutely beautiful looking. I like I brought up earlier, Toothless and Hiccup with Astrid, whom I failed to realize is in this scene, discover the island of dragons, and Astrid falls for Hiccup after the experience, and these characters have good chemistry together with Toothless. Hiccup tries to fight the dragon and tries the queen dragon, let me rephrase that, and tries to relate to it. Or no, I'm sorry, in the stadium, as he tries to relate to it as the dragon tries to kill him, and is almost successful, but Stoic says rather some harsh things about wishing Hiccup was not his son, and takes Toothless to the island full of dragons, and fights the dragons until Hiccup, Astrid, Fishlegs, Toughnut, and Roughnut, and Snoltout, or Snaltal, I don't know how you say his name, but get on their own dragons, with Hiccup sharing a ride with Astrid so he can save Toothless, and Hiccup with Toothless stop the Queen Dragon and from killing the Vikings, and Toothless stops the Queen Dragon from killing the Vikings, as I said already. Why did I say that again? Oh well. And Hiccup falls down and damages his foot, but as he wakes up, he has a replacement for his foot, and the Vikings accept the dragons as their pets. And Toothless is thanked by Stoic that as a climax and ending is absolutely beautiful and written very wonderfully. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 9.3 out of 10. This is a beautiful movie with the arcs, the animation, and chemistry between Hiccup, Astrid, and Toothless. And I love Toothless as a character because he reminds me of a cat like the one my friend has. This movie has a beautiful heart, let me rephrase that, and I don't think just kids but could love this movie, but adults could love this movie too. Highest of recommendations. So I'll be back next week with How to Train Your Dragon 2, and thank you guys for joining me. And until next time, fly with the dragon!